Assalamu alaikum. You're watching Desi TV USA. Let's talk about escalating tensions in West Asia. Iran's warn of large-scale war as US consider military action on nuclear threat. Tensions in West Asia have reached a boiling point as Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has issued a stark warning that the region could be headed for a large-scale war if Israel continues to launch attacks on Iranian soil. His comments come amid rising fears that Iran might accelerate its nuclear program in response to mounting international pressure and setback in its effort to negotiate with Western powers. At the same time, the United States, under President Joe Biden, is reportedly preparing contingency plans to strike Iran's nuclear facilities if Tehran moves closer to fully weaponizing uranium, raising the stakes for an already volatile situation. The conflict between Israel and Iran has intensified in recent months, with Israel conducting multiple airstrikes against Iranian military targets in neighbor countries such as Syria. Israel accuses Iran of strengthening its military presence in the region and supporting groups hostile to Israeli interests, including Hezbollah and various Palestinian factions. Iran, in turn, has threatened several retaliations, warning Israel that its ongoing attack will not go unanswered. Foreign Minister Araghchi's warning is seen as an indication that Iran might be preparing to take stronger action in the coming month if it believes its national security is at risk. If Israel continues to strike Iranian soil, we will not hesitate to defend ourselves, and the situation could spiral into a larger war. Araghchi said in a recent statement. His warning reflects the heightened anxieties in Tehran, which fears that Israel's military activities in the region could provoke a larger military response, potentially involving not only Israel and Iran but also other regional powers such as Saudi Arabia and Turkey. One of the most concerning developments in the crisis is the possibility that Iran could ramp up its nuclear program under the 2015 Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, which is also called JCPOA. Iran had agreed to limit its nuclear activities in exchange for sanctions relief. However, after the United States withdrew from the agreement in 2018 under former President Donald Trump, Iran has increasingly violated the terms of the deal, enriching uranium at levels far beyond what was previously agreed upon. The International Atomic Energy Agency has reported that Iran is now only a few months away from having enough enriched uranium to build a nuclear weapon, a situation that has raised alarm across the globe. In response to these developments, the Biden administration has reportedly discussed a variety of military options to prevent Iran from obtaining a nuclear weapon, with some officials considering airstrikes on Iran's nuclear facilities. These plans, however, are highly controversial and could escalate the conflict into a full-scale war. The United States has also maintained that it will not allow Iran to develop nuclear weapons, citing the threat they pose to the stability of the Middle East and the safety of its allies, especially Israel.
You came to this country for a brighter future for you and your loved ones. You've made it this far. Now it's time to become a citizen. With citizenship, you gain the right to vote, access to federal jobs, the ability to keep your family closer, and the freedom to travel with a U.S. passport. These are just a few of the benefits waiting for you when you become eligible. We're here to help you through the process with free resources and personalized guidance. Together, we can make it easier. Get started at becomeacitizentoday.com.
However, military action against Iran's nuclear sites could also lead to retaliatory measures from Tehran, potentially destabilizing the entire region. Israel's involvement in this crisis is significant as a regional power with its own nuclear arsenal. Israel has long maintained a policy of not publicly acknowledging its nuclear capabilities while warning that it will act unilaterally to prevent any neighboring country from acquiring nuclear weapons. Israel has also responded to missile attack and threat linked to Iran-backed militaries in the region, and it is prepared to take further military action if necessary. The increasing number of Israeli airstrikes on Iranians' linked target in Syria has further inflamed tensions between the two nations, pushing the situation closer to the brink of open conflict. The US-Israel relationship plays a key role in the growing tension. Israel has long been one of the United States' closest allies in the Middle East, and both countries share concern about Iran's nuclear ambition and its support for more militant group in the region. Washington has promised to protect Israel from potential Iranian aggression, and this assurance may lead to further US involvement if the situation escalates. Meanwhile, Iran leadership has made it clear that it sees any further Israeli strikes on its territory as a violation of its sovereignty and a direct threat to its national security. Iran has already taken steps to strengthen its defenses, including enhancing its missiles capabilities and bolstering its regional alliances with groups like Hezbollah in Lebanon and the Houthi rebels in Yemen. In recent weeks, Iran has also hinted at the possibility of accelerating its nuclear research and development as a countermeasure to the mounting external pressure. At the same time, the broader international community is watching closely. European powers, especially those who were part of the original nuclear deal with Iran, have been working behind the scene to receive the JCPOA. However, these diplomatic efforts have so far yielded limits result, and the United Nations has called for restraint and dialogues. But the rhetoric from both Iran and Israel has also grown more heated, leaving little room for diplomatic solutions. In a region already marked by instability and conflict, such as the ongoing civil war in Syria, the Yemen conflict, and US troop presence in Iraq and Afghanistan, the prospect of a wider war involving Israel, Iran, and potentially the US is causing deep concern among global leaders. Experts warn that if diplomatic and military efforts fail to de-escalate the situation, West Asia could see the outbreak of a regional war with devastating consequences. As the situation continues to unfold, both Israel and Iran are on the high alert. International efforts to mediate and prevent further escalation are underway, but with each passing day, the chances of a larger, more dangerous conflict loom larger. The region, already marked by years of tensions and division, now stand on the edge of a potential confrontation and could reshape the Middle East for years to come. That's all for now. Keep watching Desi TV USA, DTV NL, Desi Sports, and our OTT platform DTV Flix, where you can watch more than 3,000 channels.